Katnat pulit jong ke Ri-Bhoi District mynta ke sngi kalai shim bynta ban rakhe ke sngi pyrshah drok ne ke International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking kabala pynlong ha ke District Library Auditorium ha Nongpoh. Kani ke jingrakhe kalong ban rat diengkhong yu drok bat ki jingdih buaid ki bala jyllei ha kini ki sngi khamtam ha ki babun ki khun samla ki la shah pynngop ha utei jingdih buaid. Ya katei ke jingrakhe la sedang ru da ke jingyat rally nadu Madan Pahamsyiem hadu office u Deputy Commissioner ha ke balai shim bynta ru da ki kena skul beper ke thang Nongpoh rengkat ki pulit ki bala rat ki plakat ban pertashla lor ki jingma jong udrok bat ya ke jingdon kam ban rat diengkhong ya katei ke jingmlien basniu khamtam ban kentu ya ki khun samla ban ong ya uni u jingdih buaid. Hakatei ke sngi layawan bani shim bynta lang da u MB Tongper u belong u Additional Deputy Commissioner ke Ri-Bhoi District, u Superintendent of Police Ri-Bhoi District u Giri Prasad, u DSP Headquarters u Ba S Pasleng, ka DSWO ka Kong E Kharshandi, u SDSEO u Ba R Dhar, u DMNHO u TS Sangma, bat kiwei ki officer ha ka jingedon lang ki khana skul bat ki nong hikai. Nakaliang ki khana skul ha katei ke sngi kilai shim bynta ru ha ki jing yakop beper ki ba kenthop ya ka poster competition extempore speech bat kiwei ki jing yakop ha ringkat ki jing pen i drama lingkot ya ki bala shim bynta da ki dekhot jong ka RAWA umsning halor ke jingma udrok bat ke jing kentu ya ki khun samla ba kim dei ban ngop bat ngat ha ke shangkhawya udrok.
Virgilius L. Nonglat from St. John Second.
To live a life without drugs and alcohol, regardless of peer pressure. I would like to go to and learn without being interrupted by the problems of drugs and alcohol. I pledge not to use drugs, alcohol, or cigarettes because I can make my dreams come true if I stay drug-free and believe in myself. I pledge to learn about the harms of drugs and to educate my peers the truth about the harmful effects of drugs. I pledge to set a good example. Thank you.
Ujinsleo ubashirkeo. She said you drop a pynlong. Ha ahor kakte pinam jalo. Ya uman tiap kat ban siu. Kikloi wat ban shim ni kajing embryo. Un pendut ya, un pendut dem. Jingkor det Tuhan ra hayeng hasan. Kaperkhat kaperdanru kanom biang syu. Ban yo ya u kin thak kin syukor bak kin tu. Hato pikot se bagi beliau kin shi kin e. Shesh kakrape kupatai bahabi nape. Hey ho samla kin patient ram. Kiam nu drop hot kit hodam. Ban lat na ka apat sepsmi. Papin long beliau la shay la shismi. Kumi ko pa himmet para. Kujat bin rio kasi kara. Nang nation kumat ngin tili. Jis new drop. Nginiakali, Kubrishpur.
Of adolescents and about 18 lakhs of adults over the world that are suffering from some kind of drug abuse or alcoholism. And obviously, for the data from national data, we see that about 40% of those adolescents have even tried some kind of form of tobacco alcoholism even before the age of 14 years. So that's 14 years is a very young age. Drug abuse is a harmful substance. It's the use of harmful substance when taken or entry into one body can affect the mental processes or other, like your physical well-being also. The signs and symptoms vary upon from different kind of things you take. In the beginning, we have we have put it into three types of categories. One, when we start doing experimenting. One we do is occasional use. The third is like a very adaptive phase. So in the experimental phase is like for young people, we are seeing like say like it's like a peer pressure. You want to show us like a form of like growing up. Growing up means like you want to become like an adult. That's how you express yourself. But it's not that way. In the beginning, you might feel it elevates your mood. You feel better. But in due course of time, it started taking it frequently. That's when they come to the frequent users. It started showing the symptoms because you don't have enough money to go to satisfy your cravings. That's why you started stealing. So what I've told from my experience, they started stealing and go into bad habits or even quarrel with family members or your neighbors.
And you have this share information save lives. I know many of you are aware of the thing, this share information save lives. A lot of stigmatization happens when we know that, when a person is addicted to these narcotic substances. And even in the family or in society or in schools, in institutions, we tend to ostracize them. I think that is that is a very dangerous thing to do. In fact, we need to give them a lot of support, and that's the only way how we can solve this problem. Unfortunately for us, especially the non-school students, Northeast India lies very close to the Golden Triangle, and this is where a lot of drugs are being manufactured. In fact, India is precariously placed between the Golden Crescent in Afghanistan and the Golden Triangle. So a lot of drugs go through this area, and a lot of raw materials for drugs also go from this place to Southeast Asia and they come back. So if we are not prepared, if we are not aware, it is really catastrophic. And we've seen how how drugs damages lives, damages economies. How many of you have heard about Pablo Escobar? Any of you have heard about Pablo Escobar? Any of you? He's one of the greatest drug lords in Mexico. There are two cartels, the Medellin and the Cali cartel. He totally ravaged the economy in Mexico and by supplying drugs. And this affected everybody, right? Right from the grassroots of society up to the top. And this is a very dangerous thing. For us, we're lucky we have a very, very vigilant police force and and the other organizations, central organizations. Earlier I was with the customs. I was a customs officer earlier, so I had to deal with this firsthand. I was in the anti-smuggling branch. So we had to go to many places in the northeast, and we seized a lot of drugs. So we saw firsthand the danger of these substances. And the most dangerous part, especially for students to know, is drugs is different from any other substances. Alcohol is there, but drugs is in a different zone altogether. Why? Because addiction to drug, there's a particular substance in the brain called dopamine. Dopamine is a pleasure hormone. Dopamine is a pleasure hormone. If you do something nice, like if you sing, you dance, or something. That's why we saw Anthony giving that that beautiful recital, dance and song. The dopamine level in his brain shot up. It gives him pleasure. And for all of us who are watching also, it gives us pleasure. We are clapping, we're giving a round of applause. Why? Because the levels, shot up. So when you take drugs, this dopamine level, it rises up very quickly.